Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
It did not take long at all. We get one day of Caitlin Clark being back and healthy and playing basketball, and the media, in concert with one another, took a clip out of context to a savage and attack Caitlin Clark. And of course, all the Hatelins and the Caitlin Clark haters and the slows, they jumped on it as well. Hey, welcome back, Caitlin Clark fans. Did you miss all this? Oh man, appreciate you checking out the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, as you can see here by this headline. And this is all over like Yahoo Sports. Everyone picked this up and went with the same nonsense. Caitlin Clark made to look foolish by Paige Beckers in first team USA practice. And of course, this isn't true. They took it out of context. Now, instead, they could have, if they wanted. Now, again, it is just the first practice for the USA. I don't know, people get excited about Caitlin Clark because she's had these injuries that she'd come back a couple of times and get hurt again, and and you just wonder, is she going to play again? When's she going to play again? Is she ever going to be healthy? And it was great for anybody who's a fan, even if you're supposedly a fan of women's basketball, to see Caitlin Clark back on the court doing Caitlin Clark things and being healthy and seeing her not favor her leg and so forth. So it's really not that big a deal. But you could have just praised Paige Beckers for making a nice shot, but no, 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 no. That's not enough because it's not about Paige Beckers. It's about attacking Caitlin Clark. Paige Beckers, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. I don't know why she's there. Anyway, Cameron Brink and a host of other young stars in the WNBA made their practice for the senior U.S. women's national basketball team Friday. Practice, I guess, I don't know why it's worded like that. I was going to say it should say debut, but I don't know that they all are debuting their first practice for the senior team. Maybe it is true for all the young ones that they've mentioned. But anyway, Beckers, the 25 WNBA Rookie of the Year, welcome Caitlin Clark, uh, the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year and fourth in MVP and first team All WNBA. It doesn't mention any of that. Isn't that wild? Anyway, back to the court with a killer sidestep three-point jumper in the corner during the team scrimmage. Again, nice. I mean, it's a nice three, but this is, you'll see. I'm going to show you. Don't worry. It is, but it's basic stuff that good middle school players are doing nowadays. Okay. But you saw the headline. Anyway, the wing star got the fever guard to jump before sidestepping and nailing the corner three. Beckers was serenaded with oohs and ahs from her American teammates, of course, because they don't like Caitlin Clark. But no, she didn't get the fever guard to jump. To get a guard to jump, and as other people talk about, oh, they've got her to bite on a pump fake. No, getting her to bite on a pump fake, as you'll see here in a second, is if she is actually established and guarding Paige Beckers, and Paige pump fakes, and Caitlin bites and jumps up in the air, and Paige goes around her or sidesteps her. That's not what happened, as we're about to see. So we'll get down here. I almost did a video on this. I saw another article where they actually had this in the headline about being young and turnt, and I thought, man, this is a WNBA. That is like not a headline you want to put out there. We could that maybe I'll do that on the uncensored channel. Uh, so let's check this out. What am I talking about? Well, we've got it right here for you. And by the way, I'm going to shout out Mick on this for pointing this out. He puts it into context. Reminder, Chelsea Gray bricked the shot so badly that it bounced off someone's face and landed in Paige's hands. So Cece had to jump to contest, which forced Paige into a sidestep three. This is an embarrassing post. Like the headline I just read you, another example. Now, Women's Hoops HQ, which should be celebrating the women's game. No, no, no. It has to say Caitlin Clark's defensive reads still appear to be a developing area this offseason. What defensive read? There was a scramble. Paige ended up with the ball in a position to take an open three, and Caitlin Clark had to quickly close out to try and prevent that shot. That is all it is. You see it time and time again in this sport. During today's USA women's basketball training camp action, Paige Beckers exposed that weakness with a textbook pump fake, getting Clark off balance before calmly stepping into a clean, uncontested three. It was a small sequence, but it highlighted a larger theme. Elite offensive players will continue to exploit Clark's tendency to bite early on shot fakes. Improving discipline and recovery angles will be essential for her at the international level. This is, pardon my friends, absolute bullshit. This is not an account that is all about elevating the women's game. This is nothing but a slow and a hateful and a low IQ moron using this as a platform and as an excuse to attack Caitlin Clark. How can I say that, you ask? Well, why don't we take a look at what actually happened? Well, you heard me read it with Mick. So let's I hate this automatic play on X, man. Anyone know if you can you fix that? I honestly don't know. I didn't think you could, but let me know if you can. So we'll see the ricochet out. Now, yeah, hold on. All right, hold on. I'll start over. I'm gonna play it through, and then I'm gonna break it down real quick and tell you why this is just so ridiculous. All right, well there you go. Let's slow it down a little bit. Okay, so Chelsea Gray had a shot that hit the backboard. I think it came down, side of the backboard, came down, hit somebody in the face, goes flying, right? Look at everyone's looking. It's a deflection. Look where Caitlin Clark is, right? She's not out there guarding Paige Beckers, where Paige pump fakes. I just actually did a pump fake. Too bad I don't have the camera on. Anyway, and Caitlin bites on it while defending on something that you should never do, right? Don't leave your feet. No, Paige Beckers is wide open because the ball came out to her off a deflection, and Caitlin is quickly closing out, wants to get a hand up to make the shot difficult and not foul, which she does. Look how far away it is there. Good job. Now she has no help, right? Nobody else climbs out on Paige. And then what does Paige do? Very simple. She just slides to the side and hits a wide open three-pointer. That is it. Caitlin's even in the air there because of trying to get that right. And she steps and boom, and hits a wide open three-pointer. And so, why am I doing this video? Because, folks, you would not even hear a word about this for the people that saw things like women's hoops or like, this nonsense here or what I just showed you originally with if we go up with this ridiculous headline, Caitlin Clark made to look foolish. Caitlin Clark was not made to look foolish in any way, shape, or form. This is something that happens in basketball all of the time. It is actually common to the point that I promise you, because you can go find tons of them, that this is a non-story. This never even gets reported, and you never even see the video if that is not Caitlin Clark, because it is a nothing burger. And I've done entire videos. It's not like we don't know that Caitlin Clark can play defense. Oh, let me get that. Let me get that, Marina. Let's see that again. Oh, you think you're open? Step back. No, no, no. Let me get that. I'm going to take care of that for you. Or, maybe we have to D up against the supposed absolute, without a doubt, best player in the world, in the post, no less, in the post. And she can't get anything except a forced fadeaway that she hits the front of the rim. A low percentage shot. Again, best player in the world. Center has about a 5-inch height advantage. And that is the best she can get. Caitlin almost got that blocked. And then not only do we get that, let's mosey on down the other end and look. Oh, they think that, oh, well, don't you look silly there. Don't you look silly. Yeah, so that is the nonsense that we have to deal with all the time. And I don't mean to belabor the point, but just to be clear here as we finish up, you saw the clip. I've done entire videos of her defense. And look, Caitlin Clark's not all first team WNBA as a defender, but she is an above average defender. And you can't say that about many NBA offensive stars nowadays. You used to be able to do guys like Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, like all these guys used to be good two-way players. Most aren't anymore. But you saw the clip, and this is the headline. Caitlin Clark made to look foolish by Paige Beckers in first team USA practice, right? And of course, we had this nonsense. Her defensive read still appeared to be a developing area in this offseason. Could you explain to me what a closeout off a loose ball that goes to a player wide open for a three and a closeout to try and put him under a little pressure, in what universe is that a defensive read? And where is a weakness involved with that? What weakness? Elite offense players, Clark's tendency to bite early on shot. She didn't bite early on a shot fake. This is not that. And there's nothing in this right here that has anything to do with the reality of what happened. I don't know who's running this account, but they should be absolutely embarrassed to put this out there. They should delete it, and then they should delete their entire account. That's how embarrassed that we need to bring back embarrassment. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you checking out the video. As always, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Go have the day you deserve. I will talk to you later.